to Tonight Orlando, and I have another great guest tonight. Tonight I have Dan Alten. Dan, welcome to the set.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
Oh, I'm glad you came.
No,
I love your mustache.
Thank you.
You know, mine is white and they look like Santa Claus, so I don't grow anything anymore.
I think if you did the mustache tied into the back of the hair.
The hair is coming out, baby. The hair is coming out.
That'd be
So,
good look.
you're known as the intelligent, hip-shaking goofball from Kentucky. Who gave you that moniker?
The people, the American people.
Seriously?
I guess so.
What do you mean?
Dr. Carl gave me that.
I didn't give you that?
No, I don't know. I just get up there and I goof around.
And I love it.
Just natural.
I love it. I thought maybe because you're drinking a lot of Pappies and Kentucky bourbon.
No, it's, I mean, at this point I'm just used to it because it comes out of the tap. So
Okay.
you brush your teeth
you
with
just
it.
brush your teeth with it.
Exactly.
I'm a dentist. I'll check your teeth later.
That's true.
So
that's why I came on the show.
And you do 200 shows a year?
Oh, yeah. I'm out there all over zigzagging the country.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Are you married?
I've got a long-term partner, and she's cool with it.
She's cool with it. Wow. And you still live in Kentucky?
Yeah, we live together, and she works from home, so I'm around. When I'm in town, I'm just bugging her the whole time.
Right.
So when it works, I'll be in town for a few weeks. She'll be like, all right, get
Leave.
out. Yeah.
Wow. And you came to Florida when?
I came to Florida last Thursday.
So a week before the big
So I
hurricane.
did like Panama City 3 nights, Pensacola, Tallahassee 2 nights, and then I got out of Tallahassee like Wednesday evening.
You were so lucky.
Exactly. So if anyone who stayed in town, all the restaurants and stuff were closed except for my show.
Really?
And I was the last thing, and then everyone's.
Did everybody show up at your show?
There's a good amount of people there.
I'm impressed because I do some charity work.
Yeah.
And we had a big event on Wednesday, but we're on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
Now, come on, we're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Hardly anybody showed.
Really?
I was shocked. Everybody was freaking out because of the wind and rain. But you had a good show.
No, it was fun. It was a good time. I think it was one of those things where it was just everyone staying in town wanted to blow off steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so they came
that's
to see
more a
a weird
tourist
guy.
town, isn't it?
Tallahassee?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a college town. It's a party town.
Yeah. Definitely a college party town. I don't know about the tourists, though.
No, where did you go to college?
I went to college at Bloomington in Indiana University.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that how you got into comedy?
A little bit, yeah. I liked it. It's like a really fun town.
Right.
So it's like a town where you see a lot of people start bands and stuff and write magazines and stuff. So it felt like anything you wanted to do, you could do. So when I got into comedy, I was just like, that's.
So you started doing open mics?
Yeah.
Stuff like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was fun.
Now, I just noticed you did Planet of the Tapes.
Planet of the Tapes.
That's your new thing this spring, right? So tell us about Planet of the Tapes.
Oh, Planet of the Tapes. It's this really fun club in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's it's great. It's they started it as like a video store / comedy club.
Really?
Yeah, eventually they got rid of the video store, which was a bummer. But it's cool. It's like, so it attracted a really weird vibe of people. It was great. It was like a really interesting, free-form place.
And a lot of people coming there now and doing things?
Oh, yeah. It's a good spot.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So who have you opened for?
Oh, I've opened for just all kind Kyle Kinane and Rory Scovel and a lot of really popular respected sort of alternative comedians.
So how would you describe your comedy then?
I'm all over the place. I like to keep it I like to make it for everybody basically.
Okay.
So I like to try to be like a weird goofball, but that old folks can dig and young people can dig. Because I do so many different types of shows that it's hard to make a thing that it's very easy to fall into one niche.
So you got to move all around.
Exactly.
It's almost like you got ADHD.
Exactly.
You're here, you're there, you're everywhere.
You're at a brewery in Oklahoma City. It's going to be way different than a cool hip college town and
the
Chicago.
hip, goofball, intelligent.
Yeah, exactly.
That's you.
I got to be able to tickle everyone's tummy as need be.
And you've been doing it because I watched the Planet of the Tapes, and we're going to come back in a minute because I want to discuss what I liked about Planet of the Tapes.
Absolutely.
So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a minute. I'm excited because I love tequila, and Mo from Legacy Liquors provided us with this great bottle of tequila to award one of our listeners and subscribers. When we reach 1,000 subscribers and you comment and like Tonight Orlando, we are going to pick at random a comment and you will receive this wonderful sipping tequila. And you know why? Because I like tequila and this stuff is excellent. So subscribe, like Tonight Orlando, and you may win this bottle of tequila.
So before we went to break, we were talking about Planet of the Tapes. You said it was a video store, got converted.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird vibe.
Yeah, really
And
cool.
I was watching what you did. And what really impressed me, you were attacking everybody in the audience.
I don't know if I'd say
Not attacking, but you engaged everybody.
Yeah.
And it was... How hard is it to do that?
It takes a lot of energy. It's fun though. I like it. That's how I like to do it because I like everyone to feel like involved a little bit. Not like involved like they're yelling stuff out.
Right.
Involved like they had I was focused on them for at least like part of the show.
Right.
Because that's like a lot of comics, they'll go up and if like a section's not enjoying it,
right,
or if they're like not focusing,
right,
they'll just ignore them. But to me, it's fun to be like, how do I hook those people? And
that is a great point.
So it's like you're spinning a bunch of plates, and it's
you
like
were
I'm trying to keep them all spinning at once.
You were juggling it like this because you said, "Are these people even laughing?" The lady with the tambourine should sit over here.
Yeah.
See, I watched the thing and I'm like, "Wow, he's going after everybody," but everybody was laughing.
Oh yeah.
What happens if they don't laugh?
Oh man, well, then I run scared. No, no. Usually I try. Usually for the most part, I can get everyone to have like a good time. And then, if not, I just hope they don't fight me after the show.
So, do you research your environment and your venue before you go on a tour? Or
not a lot. Sometimes, like, I mean, if it's a place I've never been before that I don't know anything about, sometimes I'll like read the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
But I like to, when I'm driving into a place, I like to just put in my like GPS, just like the town.
Okay.
Like if I was here, I would just put Orlando.
Right.
And then it would just drive me straight into Orlando, and then I would put whatever the venue is, so I get to at least see like.
Okay.
And I'll do a little aimless driving.
Right.
I'll see whatever the sites are.
So you drove to Orlando from Kentucky?
You will not directly. I've been on the road for like about like 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did like Kentucky, Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, Alabama, Florida, Mobile, Florida.
So who would you say is your biggest influence in comedy?
I really like Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald, really?
Yeah. And then this guy Stuart Lee is really good. He's like a British guy.
Okay.
And then Rory Scovel's this like not younger guy, but like past like 20 years or so. But the three of them are my favorites, definitely.
What's their age group?
Rory Scovel's probably like 40s. And then Stuart Lee's probably like 50s, and then Norm Macdonald's in the.
What about Steve Martin?
I love Steve Martin. I was just about to say.
Come on,
then that's the other thing is
I'm older than you, man.
No, that's
Andrew Dice Clay. I grew up with these guys. The Dice Man.
He's not even that old.
Yes, he is.
Is he? Dang, he's got good hair color.
We all got good hair. We're Italians.
Yeah. No, I love like Steve Martin and Rodney Dangerfield. Like that's what I like grew up on. Basically.
Did you really?
Yeah, because my mom really liked comedy, so then I would just go to like the library and get like comedy CDs, and all the CDs would be like people like from that era. So I'd just be really into like George Carlin, Richard Pryor. But yeah, Steve Martin, Ryan Dangerfield, the first two you named, two of my favorites. Yeah,
it's really interesting that you said you would go to the library and get CDs, because I'm finding that as a common theme. We've had several comedians on. I asked them, they go, well, I got VHS or CD, not VD. If they got VD
from the library.
They got to see another doctor.
Yeah.
So
you don't get that from the public library.
I know. So what I really liked about Planet of Tapes is how you engage the audience.
Thank you.
I've been with some comedians, they don't really engage.
Yeah.
And I asked somebody, I go, well, what do you do about hecklers? I mean, how do you handle it? How do you handle a heckler if he's busting his chops?
Me, I just I bring it into the thing. Like, because usually if someone's heckling, they're just either really drunk or, I mean, if the show's completely off the rails, then it's whatever. But if it's a good show and there's just one drunk person, it's very easy to turn it on them.
Oh, yeah.
Or find a way to make them have fun with it. Someone the other night was just really drunk and then walked in and was like, say something funny, but they just walked in. They like hadn't even been in there. So then I just said, hold on a second. And then I finished the joke and then everyone laughed. And then I paused and I was like, did you like that? And they were like, what? And then I was like, get out of here. Because everyone else is on the team.
Yeah, everybody's tuned in and this guy's in another zone.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But Panama City, that'll happen.
Panama City, that little area
Some characters.
Oh, yeah. Have you been down to Miami?
No, I've never been. Orlando's the furthest south I've been for comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like your first getting your feet wet in Florida.
Yeah. I've done like panhandle stuff in like Jacksonville and Gainesville, but never this far.
Oh, you got to go further south, man.
Yeah.
You got to go to Vero Beach. You got to go down to Fort Myers got wiped out yesterday.
No, dang.
So, but no, there's comedy venues all down the coast.
No, Florida's a great state for like because some states like like Pennsylvania, it's like a huge state,
right.
but you've got like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Right.
That's more or less it.
That's it.
And then like Florida's really good because it's all these places like all throughout.
Well, it's flat.
Exactly, it's
we're flat,
and everyone's interested in stuff.
Yeah.
Like everybody, it's like a fun environment. People are looking.
Well, think about why. We're a melting pot.
That's true.
We've got people from every walk of life. I tell people they come to Florida to figure out what they're going to do when they grow up, and nobody grows up. You could use that in your next.
I will. I'm going to steal.
We're going to take another quick break, and then we're going to talk about some other things. And Dan's going to let us know what he's doing tonight.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Carl, and this is my book, My Rise from the Wise Guys. I'm the son of a member of the Genovese crime family, and this is a story how I rose from that childhood. I became a dentist, a wildlife photographer, a contestant on Survivor Africa. You talk about overcoming obstacles, and this book will show you how I did it. And you can get it on carltalks.com, audio-visual book. And I hope you will enjoy the ride. If you don't, forget about it.
That's the band.
That's the band.
They're good, aren't they?
I like them.
Everybody
Give it
loves
up
the
for
band.
the band.
Now, you recorded a CD in 2014, was it?
Yeah, I've done two actually. I did one in 2014 and one in 2017.
So what's it called?
2014 one is called This Is Our Art.
This is our what?
Art?
Art? Okay.
Yeah. It was me and another fella. We did like a split, so we each did like a half hour and then one CD. And then the 2017 one is just me.
Okay.
And that one's just called Dan Alten Fall 2017.
Okay.
And then now CDs don't even exist anymore.
No.
I got in right at the end.
You got
That's how I'll talk to young comics who are like, just even like people like roughly my age,
right.
like a little bit younger, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I put out a CD, and they're like. They suddenly think I'm 1,000 years old.
Hey, I auditioned for Survivor with a VHS.
I know, exactly.
But I said that this week, and they go, what is a VHS?
Yeah.
We do it online now. I go, that's the crazy thing about technology. Look how fast everything's going.
Exactly.
So YouTube is like the big...
When you audition, when you sent it in, you really had to want to do it. You had to get a whole tape and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Now any Yahoo can just do it on the phone.
That's all they do now.
Yeah.
And you don't even fly to get an interview anymore.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. So you're doing a show when?
I'm doing a show tonight at
Where?
Orlando at Barley and Vine.
Barley and Vine, where's
in the
that?
Milk District. Barley and Vine beer
You're going to
garden.
love the Milk District. That's a new upcoming area. No.
I don't look like I have calcium.
No, you might need some milk. You're the guy we see walking around with the shorts and the white legs and the sandals.
Dr. Carl looked at me, he's like, this guy needs some milk.
Yeah.
A healthy cheeseburger.
Yeah, because you've been gargling with bourbon, so we got to get calcium in your teeth.
Yeah. Some nice milk bourbon.
So we got nice tequila, too. So
whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you just won some weird Turkish Emmy.
No. A Turkish Emmy. I like that.
That looks cool. So what's the Milk District
The
like?
Milk District is a young group of people that have set up different. There's bars there. There's a great Italian deli there. Good food, and it's really up and coming. People have kind of ventured out of downtown Orlando.
Yeah.
And they're building up that area.
Oh, okay, cool. So a lot of cities, people gave up on the downtown, and there's a lot of cool little pockets, which makes it interesting then, because I'm on the road, I'll have to I'll be like, all right, well, Greenville, South Carolina seems boring.
Yeah. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
And then as you're leaving town, someone goes, oh, check out whatever street.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I didn't know about this part. This is where
that's what's happening here in Orlando because we have so many people moving to Florida because you know why.
It's great.
So what's happening, and we got a lot of young people now.
Yeah.
And we got UCF as a big college. You got all kinds of college. So you're gonna have a good time in the Milk District.
I'm excited.
And go to Stasio's Deli.
Stasio's Deli.
Yeah. If you're gonna be there overnight.
Yeah. I'll be there overnight.
You got to get their breakfast sandwich.
A breakfast sandwich.
Oh, they got a breakfast sandwich. I'm Italian.
I was about to say, what's an Italian breakfast sandwich
I'm
like?
not going to tell you. You're going to get surprised.
And
then you're going to call them and say, Dr. Carl, I want to become Italian.
Yeah, that would be great.
You can't become Italian.
Why not?
Because you're not.
Dang.
I'm trying to make Tom Italian. I bring him Italian food every time I come here.
That guy can't handle the Italian
Oh, yes,
food.
he does. He's like Pac-Man.
Really?
Oh, my God. He swallows that food like you can.
I like it.
But it's not about Tom. So give us a little history more about yourself so our audience knows who Dan Alten is.
I've been doing stand-up for like about 12 years now. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and then I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. It was terrible. Exactly.
Wow.
Now it's even like a little bit nicer, but when I grew up, it was, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd be excited. I'd be like, we're on the news, and then it just says like worst cities in America.
Right, yeah. And your teams are not good.
No. When I was a kid, they didn't even have the Browns.
Yeah, well, the Browns got transferred from somebody.
Yeah, they moved to the Ravens.
Baltimore, right? Yeah.
So when I was a kid, it was like our city was so bad, we didn't even have the bad football team.
Yeah, I know. Nobody wanted to go to Cleveland.
No. And then so I left Cleveland and then went to Indiana.
How was Indiana?
It was fun. I went to Bloomington, which is like, it's like a little like fun town surrounded by just cornfields for miles.
Oh, that's the Midwest.
Miles. Exactly.
But all those people are nice.
Exactly.
And the food is excellent.
Oh, it's because it's all just fresh. You just reach out and grab it.
That's what you've been doing. You've been reaching out and grabbing food, haven't you?
Absolutely. I drive down the highway. I get in here, corn.
Oh, they used to do that here in Florida. You drive down I-4 and grab an orange.
Oh, that's great.
Now it's a condo. So.
I tried to grab some seafood. I got a stingray.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Be careful. You know what happened to the guy from Australia with the stingray.
What happened?
He got killed.
Oh, no. Or jellyfish. I was thinking jellyfish.
Oh, jellyfish. We got lots of jellyfish. We got lots of sharks.
I didn't realize. I knew about the sharks. I didn't realize how prevalent the jellyfish were.
It's a certain time of year.
Yeah.
So have you gone to any of the beaches here?
Yeah, I was in like Pensacola, Pensacola Beach, and then
Destin?
Yeah, and then Destin in between.
Yeah.
I went to both of those in 2 different days. Both days just saw jellyfish.
You went in the water?
Oh, yeah.
Now, did they warn you about that area?
No, what's up with the
bull sharks?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
bull shark, Carl.
Yeah, bull shark. Bull
That's
sharks,
bull
baby.
shark.
And they're aggressive, baby.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and they like white meat.
Dang. No one told me about the bull sharks.
Yeah, we're the shark capital.
They come. I only go like waist deep. They come up waist
enough.
deep.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
You look like a snack.
Yeah, that's true.
No, New Smyrna Beach is a shark bite capital.
I was right by there. I knew there was a place by there that
you
was
were there?
no good.
New Smyrna's on the East Coast, south of Daytona.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you haven't been there.
I'm good then.
Yeah, you're real good.
I thought there was a place over by that the armpit that had a bunch of sharks.
The armpit thing?
Y'all call it the armpit?
The golf part where Big Bend is? Yeah, that's a new one. I never heard about the armpit.
You never heard the armpit?
No.
It works perfect too because you look at the land and that's where it's like the ocean meets trees, so it's almost even like a little bit of hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what got wiped out last night.
I know.
So now it's a hairy armpit. Now it's a hairless armpit.
Yeah. They shaved the armpit.
Oh, they shaved it last night, Ben.
Dang.
Now we're not making fun of the hurricane. Thank God nobody got killed or if they did,
that's such a cool area in terms of like because Florida there's so many interesting pockets, but then that air I don't know. I didn't expect it's almost like a Kentucky, Florida.
Yeah,
like it's great. It's just
everything changes.
Yeah.
I mean, you got North Florida, you got South Florida, you got Central Florida, you got East, West. I mean, you can't get bored here.
No, it's cool.
So, have you ever been to the Everglades?
When I was a little kid, I went there.
You did?
Yeah, we only were there for a little bit though, because my sister is afraid of birds.
Oh, really?
And she,
what happened?
There were just a bunch of birds around, and she kept complaining, and then eventually my parents were like, all right, let's get out of here.
Seriously?
Yeah.
My wife was afraid of birds.
Really?
And I'm a bird photographer.
Yeah. Don't look at it. That's a good cover.
Yeah, it's a real good cover.
Yeah.
I could leave her home.
You ever take any spicy photos? You'd be like, that rolls birds.
Let's
don't,
go.
Don't look at that
roll. Yeah, especially when I went to the beaches in Italy with our old topless. No, there was seagulls there.
There's a different kind of bird.
That was a real nice bird.
Some nice birds.
So, what was your worst performance on stage? But before you tell me that, we're going to take a quick break. And I want to hear about the worst performance, or maybe not the worst, the craziest thing that happened to you on stage. Because everything happens for a reason. We'll see you in a minute. How you like it so far?
It's fun.
Anything you want to
Hi, this is Dr. Carl from Tonight Orlando. Would you like to be a guest on our show? Do you have a unique talent? Are you a musician? Are you a comedian? Are you a singer? Whatever you are, you have a talent. We'd love to see you. We'd love to promote you. Go on Tonight Orlando, fill out the paperwork, and you too can be sitting in this chair. And I'll tell you what, we'll have a ball. Ciao.
Yeah, well, we're back after that short little break. And what was I asking you? You remember?
Yeah.
On stage, what was either the worst, the funniest? Just tell us. Things happen on stage.
Oh yeah, things that definitely happen, especially when you're like loose, because if you're up there and you're like, I'm gonna just try to make everyone happy. Sometimes people want wild stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like so I was in West Virginia. And I'll go to West Virginia. People think West Virginia is just all tiny little backwoods, whatever. And there are some cities. But this was one of those tiny backwoods. Like, when you picture West Virginia, this was West Virginia.
When I picture West Virginia, Big Tom, who was on Survivor Africa with me, is from West Virginia.
Oh, yeah. I remember that fella. Man. Actually, he kind of looks like this guy from this. Picture Big Tom.
Yep.
Picture Big Tom's cousin.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm on stage, and then that guy, he's putting in dip. And he was the one fella, like the first 5 minutes of like the 45-minute set. He doesn't seem like he's digging it like too much.
Right.
And then he's putting in chewing tobacco. And I don't smoke or anything,
Right.
but I just go, "Can I have some, sir?" And gets a big laugh. And then he just puts a bunch in my hand. And then eventually we're all
Wait a
riffing.
minute, what'd you do with it? Wait a minute.
Eventually I put it in my mouth.
You did? Did you chew it?
Straight from Big Tom's cousin's
Big Tom's mouth. Oh my God, Big Tom's gonna die.
I put it in my mouth for like a second, and then I'm like doing jokes with it, and then I'd say like, "Oh, I need to spit this out."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Don't spit it out. Keep doing whatever." So then I spit. They thought I just spit, but I spit most of it out. And then I told them I swallowed it.
Oh my God.
Which I probably did swallow some of it.
Yeah.
And that's where, because I don't know much about chewing tobacco, but it doesn't have like stuff in it to cut your gums.
No, it's got heavy nicotine in it.
No, okay.
And it also causes cancer.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
Not what you want in your mouth or belly.
No, I like other things in my mouth.
It also came from a bag.
Well, they also have it in a. Oh,
it wasn't in a little tin. It was in a bag.
Well, you were in West Virginia.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It might have come out of the mine.
No.
You don't know where that came from. You might have not been chewing tobacco.
No, you're probably right. That was just mine grease.
Mine grease is for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, my
dang.
goodness.
No, but it was, I won that guy over. I won everybody over. Everyone thought I was going to throw up.
Right.
So then I didn't throw up. And they were all proud of me.
But I can see why you're successful. No, seriously, think about it. You got to have a certain vibe.
Yeah.
So here you go with a guy, "Hey, let me have some of this."
Yeah.
You don't even know what the hell he's giving you.
No.
And you're putting it in your mouth. You don't know what but you know what? The audience then relates to you.
No, they loved it.
They loved it after that. So
and it made a whole thing for everybody where everyone was placing their own little mental bets. Is this guy going to get sick? Is this guy
Oh, really?
Man, it was I don't recommend it. If you're a kid thinking of getting into comedy.
Oh, no. I tell patients.
Don't be like Dan Holden said to chew tobacco.
No, that's not going to get you any laughs if you're a kid.
No.
Your dentist is going to be upset and so is your parents.
Yeah. That guy loved me, though. He gave me a big hug at the end.
He didn't buy you a beer? Or
He bought his shirt. That guy, he's somewhere walking around with his shirt with my name on it.
Oh, was he really? He wanted an autograph.
Yeah. No, I wonder if he did get an autograph. He probably doesn't know how to read, so he probably...
You're back in West Virginia.
I'm back in West
Virginia. And when Big
Virginia.
Tom sees this, he's going to kill me.
No, he's going to get you and then get me.
No, he's not going to kill me. I'm Italian.
No,
You know what kind of witnesses Italians like?
Yeah, that's...
None.
Have you ever thought about using, like, going into it with just mafia? You bring out, like, pretending like you're in the mafia.
I always do.
But on the island. Or I guess you weren't on an island.
I was in Africa.
You were in Africa.
Yeah. We're going to send you to an island.
Yeah. No, but you should have just been like, I have connections out here.
Well, I could go with, that's a whole other show.
I've got relatives who know people.
No. I have
know
more than
lions. My second cousin Sal knows a lion.
My dad was.
Who's gonna eat you?
My dad was.
Your dad was a lion?
No, he was in a mafia. I found out 2 years ago.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, part of the Genovese family.
Oh, okay.
So it's funny that you say that, but you don't go into Survivor to doing it. I didn't want to tell them what I did for a living.
Yeah.
So, but it was a great experience. But that's 23 years ago.
That's true.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Oh my God! You could be my son.
Yeah.
34. No wonder why CDs. Oh,
CDs. No, I remember watching that show on watching your Survivor on a TV with an antenna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Remember the antenna?
Yeah.
I used to have the old TVs that were in the box. The wooden box, the Sony box.
Those are cool.
Yeah. I never saw Survivor. It was a fluke how I got on.
Yeah.
A total fluke. But
what got you interested? What made
nothing.
you?
What happened is I had a dental office, and I had TVs in my dental office, so I could put your teeth up. I'm a one-man show. I had one hygienist, 2 assistants.
Oh, okay.
So my office manager would come in, Dr. B. They call me Dr. B on the show. It's Dr. Carl. They go, did you see the gay guy running around on the island for Survivor? I go, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, it's a new show on TV. They drop these Americans, and it's a gay man running around an island. I go, oh my God. So the TV's on, and Regis and Kelly was on. Back then, when you got voted off, they flew you right home.
Oh, okay.
And you went right on Regis and Kelly. So one of the contestants that got voted out, I look at her, I go, Dawn, come over here. These people on Survivor, they're idiots. They're idiots. She goes, you think you can do it? I go, in a New York minute. Now, I'm 46 years old. I'm 226 pounds. I'm running marathons. I eat too much and I talk. So she downloads an application. And as they say, the rest was history.
That's great.
It was history. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it was a great experience. I missed a question because I hadn't eaten in 9 days.
Yeah.
I lost 18 pounds. It's not like today. We had no food. We had nothing. So
they really back then it seems like threw you out there.
It was Survivor. The first 5 seasons is true. The new season
now it just seems like a game show.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyway, Dan, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. You're a hoot. You're definitely a goofball. But when life throws you meatballs,
what?
Meatballs. What do we say?
Couple of goofballs, couple of meatballs.
What do we say?
Forget about it.
This is Dr. Carl, your host for Tonight Orlando, and I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I did because we got the goofball, Dan Alten, appearing here in Orlando, and he's stealing the meatballs. Was that a blast?
Yeah.
How did you enjoy yourself? Here in Central Florida, we just survived a hurricane, and the tourists are out. The weird tourists are out. They're wearing beads from New Orleans. They're wearing flower shirts with dogs, and they got flip-flops, and these people look as white as Casper the Friendly Ghost. Oh, my God, it's Dan Alten. Welcome to the break room.
Thanks for having me, Dr. Carl. I got to go to the beach, but I can't go out. I was going to make a hurricane thing, but that's not okay.